Good morning and welcome to Hollow Acres Homestead. My name is Stephanie and today is garden tour day. So it is pretty early in the morning. It's foggy. It looks nice. I'm a little sleepy. So today is Saturday, May 21st, I think. And it is a gloriously cloudy and moist day, and I don't think that this is going to last very long. So here we are at the front of the garden, and these sunflowers are just getting quite large. Almost as tall as I am. It's awesome. These melon plants sprawling out. I have these little orange beetles. They are Mexican potato beetles or Mexican bean beetles. I have them throughout the entire garden. This is I feel like it's week 8 of the garden tour. I am noticing, as we are at the end of May, quite a bit of pests in the garden. I've seen a multitude of beetles. The stink bugs are starting to come out. Caterpillars. And the way that I am combating these pests is with neem oil, and I placed an order for diatomaceous earth. And it should be here in the next coming days. So once I feel like I get that, I will be able to better control the pests in the garden. These sunflowers are getting tall too. That's probably a grasshopper. Or somebody poked the plant. That too is a very real possibility. The sunflowers on this side are still really small, but the cucumbers are growing up. I need to figure out what that guy is. Let me get your back. Looks like a beetle. Here we are in the pumpkin patch. All of this that's growing is amaranth. On the sides, we've got melons starting to come in. More melons coming in. And look at this amaranth. Oh no. There's a wasp. And I'm afraid of wasps. Oh no. Okay, he moved. Thank you, Mr. Wasp. Love lies bleeding amaranth. And we've got these. They were pigweed. I looked it up now, I can't remember. Flea beetle, some kind of flea beetle. Causing a lot of damage. I feel like it's going to rain today, but I will check the weather again, and if it's going to be cloud coverage all day, then I'm going to go ahead and treat the plants with the neem oil. Gotta get them off, you know, I don't want them to make the plants sick. There's too many, and they're reproducing, and, you know, the whole thing. Now this is becoming one epic zucchini patch. Amaranth, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Huge, huge plants. Healthy plants. So it's been about 2 weeks since I amended all of the beds up here, and I do feel like I'm really starting to see the difference in that there is more nutrients in the beds, and the plants are finally starting to grow. Before they were stunted, so they're moving along quite nicely. The color on these, I love it. Got some zucchinis down there. None ready for picking yet. Little baby green ones. Look at that amaranth is just peeking over. Hey guys, I'm here too. Lot of bug damage. That's just all that I'm seeing right now is that bug damage. This corn, it's starting to get good. Maybe I should, I don't know, add a handful of soil around the base because they're all, you know. Very nice. Things are coming along very nicely. Here are the loofah plants. In the last couple days, they have put on quite a bit of growth. And they were quite small. They were stunted. And they are putting on these less. But they're still there, still kicking. Look at what happened. Something got in my garden and took the tops off of my grape plant there, which is not cool at all. I don't know what would have done that, because had a deer gotten in here, they wouldn't have stopped at the grapes, you know? They would have eaten everything. But oh man, it's raining. It's sprinkling. Oh, we have to hurry. I'm in the front. There are bees everywhere. This is spaghetti squash. I do need to start pulling it up and training it up the vine. Look at there. I didn't mean the vine, up this thing. Those things are vines. I need to train those things up to cover that thing there. Healthy plants though. Healthy plants. Looking good. Our potatoes are nearing the end of their growing time. I don't think that the potatoes I'm going to get are going to be very big, on account of the fact that I was not properly mulching and filling soil in, as I think that these are indeterminate plants because of the way that they grew. But all of the yellowing, they're telling me that it's time for them to stop growing. So I'm going to let these continue to die off. I'm not going to water them purposely anymore. And within 3 or 4 days, I should see the leaves really drying up, and then I'm going to come out and harvest them, and I have more potatoes to plant in its place. I see dirt thrown around. Something got in here. So that's why I'm thinking it's a nocturnal animal. They're not messing with, the plants, not purposefully. They just want what's in the soil. But yeah, these little red and black beetles, the pigweed flea beetles, they are everywhere. The flowers growing in. That's what's coming over here. You can definitely see, yay, flowers. Those are going to be wildflowers. Snapdragons, wildflowers in there, and more than likely, I'm just going to have to come weed eat all that grass down, because I was not on top of things with that. I let the grass grow. Here at the long bed, lettuce is coming in, carrots still going strong. Celery going to seed. So I feel like this way we're only just looking at the netted trellis. I don't want to go that way. So here's the celery going to seed. Bees surrounding it. I am going to collect the seeds from that. Something dug. I clipped off all of the leaves of this dinosaur kale, because they look really bad. And I was hoping that it would just, grow back, but I don't think it's going to, and that's okay. This dinosaur kale went to seed. I will be saving the seeds from that. That one's starting to. That one did. Since I started gardening, I always saved my seeds. I mean, once I figured out that you could grow anything from anything that has a seed as long as it hasn't been cooked, I was hooked. I've got to grow everything. I want to save all the seeds so I can have all the seeds for all the plants. So that's, this bed is doing pretty well. It's doing good. This lettuce is coming up. I need to come harvest some of it so it doesn't go to seed. This one here, the heat bolted that one, and that is just what happens. It does not get direct sunlight, but the heat does it. So before any of this else, oh, that one's starting to, right there, that one. Come get them. Gotta come get them. All right. I walked around. We are now at this bed. Still need to number them or something, I don't know. I pulled almost everything out. Planted ginger in the back, and there is some spinach right there. In this bed, I also planted just 4 tomato plants. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 at the end. Last year, I put tomatoes at this large bed, which isn't much further up here, right there. And I know that this area gets quite a bit of shade. So I really don't expect any fruit from these tomatoes, though I would be ecstatic if I get fruit from them. But these are old German tomatoes. They're supposed to be beefsteak tomatoes, indeterminate variety. And if nothing else, they'll cover. I mean, they're still going to grow enough. Oh, it's starting to sprinkle. These are looking great. Here's the herb bed. This is butternut squash. And then we have our archway of beans. And then down here at the end are cucumbers. I think it's a mix between the white cucumber and the Armenian cucumber, but I can't remember anymore. Parsley going to seed. It is starting to rain. It is raining. Amaranth down here, little buds starting to come up. This dill has gone to seed. But there's so much I want to see. Okay, this is a very expensive camera. I'll be back. It has stopped sprinkling. The sun is out a little bit, so we're going to work in between the clouds. We are at the front of the garden now. As I was coming through, I came through the archway, so we're going to start here. In this bed, I have 2 Brussels sprouts left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 celery heads. There is white wonder cucumber. And this tomato plant. And I'm just kind of letting this thing go. I'm going to pull this off and root it in water because I have 3 plants here, Cherokee purple, and that's all I have. So I want more. I will be able to duplicate that plant, and I'll even show you how. Very small tomatoes, but things are growing. I did plant them quite small. This tunnel is starting to get more epic. These are cucumbers. I think it's a mix of dark Armenian and the white cucumber. Oh, I am loving it. How's that for a backdrop? Now in the second bed from the front. I'm going to label these at some point. Large tomatoes. And I feel like this tomato I only had one of, or it was that one of them. Red Ponderosa. I have one of those, so I'm kind of letting this one go too. And I'll pull some suckers. I need to come prune it, and I also need to build a trellising system for this entire bed. These tomatoes are growing fiercely, super fiercely. See the varieties. Oh man, I can't remember. I don't know. We'll see what grows. It's going to be a surprise. Guess it's just going to be a surprise what some of these plants are. I feel like in January and February I was like, I'm definitely going to be labeling things this year. Didn't happen. Apparently it's just not in my nature. Now I can tell that these beans are a different bean than these beans on account of the flowers. And I can't remember which is which, so we're going to be surprised on that one too. I think that these are the rattlesnake beans. Got little ones coming in. Well, we'll just see. I love surprises. This bed. The beans. We have tomatoes here. I feel like these are white tomatoes. Yeah, I didn't label. I don't think I did it on video either. The back long bed, look at them. Look at that guy. It's hard to see through all the plants in the back, but he's pretty tall. Most of these are Costoluto Genovese. I did way too many. This plant is a daisy, and look at it. I've separated it out and cleared space in so it could breathe real well, and it's looking real good. This one I could probably thin some more. I think I'm going to come replace a couple of tomatoes just because I did so many. And I guess I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. I don't always pay attention to things. Costoluto Genovese, they're the ones that were ready first, and I had them, and they were big, so I think that's why I planted them. This bed is really pretty. The radish flowers, and there's white butterflies on it. This little bug, stinking bug. Oh yeah, move. These are pretty flowers. Look at these butterflies. I love to watch the butterflies. There's so many of them. I don't know if you can see, but there's like 12 of them. It's very nice to be able to just sit still and just watch the butterflies doing their little thing. It's peaceful. Becomes very peaceful out here, especially on overcast days like this. I love overcast days. They're my most favorite. It is pretty humid out here. It's a little warm, and I'm in my jumpsuit, but I'm very comfortable. What I have of these seedlings over here are things that still need to grow up. I need to fertilize these. But the last time that I used fish emulsion, that nocturnal animal came and dug up everything. And I don't want to use Miracle Grow on it, so I am going to try to figure out maybe a plant-based fertilizer that I could use for the seedlings on account of my nocturnal animals. I don't know. I'm going to try to figure something out. This Zinnia bed is lovely. Look at the size of these leaves. This one I know is a blueberry cheesecake. That thing is huge. I pinched the top off and 2 sprouts started growing there. Under these leaves, we have 2 more sprouts. So this is going to be a very bushy plant. I planted these entirely too close together. I am very much aware of that. But it's okay. And this one is suffering. Looks like it got sunburnt. These are my last 3 Kellogg's breakfast. I need to find a place to put those. Israel Ogan, cantaloupe melon, finally. Ticker melon, that is not a ticker melon. I need to reseed. Blue cream berry, cherry tomato. Got a couple. Okay. Couple's good. That's a good start. Chilean bellflower. What are you? Black beauty tomato. Oh. All my beds are full. I have to pull out some of the Costoluto Genovese. I realize I did too many. That's okay. I'm an overplanter. Hello, my name is Stephanie, and I'm an overplanter. But we'll find a place for everything, or we'll give plants away. Oh, it's glorious. Beans are coming in. I have started harvesting a little bit. This one's sunburnt, but they're not all quite ready yet. In this bed there are yellow beans. Oh, here's one. Here's 2. Look at that. Roly-poly. So in the front are yellow beans. And I'm assuming what's back here should be the green beans. But, oh, more yellow. Okay. Oh, yeah. So there were green beans back there, and those back right there. Oh, we're over here. I have to show you. Dragonfly scared me. Look, look, look. Ha, ha, ha. I'm growing squash, guys. I'll probably pick it tomorrow, if not the next day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. A lot of these peas I need to come get too. A lot of them. Oh, peas. Oh, peas. A lot of them are plump. These daisies, I didn't pick any of them. I've just been letting them grow because, frankly, I don't have anything to do with them. I did clip some of the daisies and some of the cilantro that we're going to seed and made a little bouquet, and I put it on my table. But I guess I could do more. Something topped off my okra. See? No, you can't see. That's the point. These better purple beans, what is left. The ones in the front, at least, front or back, I suppose it doesn't matter. I intend on letting them go directly to the seed. I plan on having these beans mature on the plant so that I can save the seeds from them because I do not have any more, and they were $8 for 20 seeds. So I want to save the seeds, and if one bean produces 3 to 5 seeds, hey, we're good to go. We got these little beetles everywhere. Ow. Spaghetti squash or pokey. Got some growing. It's starting to grow itself up. It's getting pretty up there, which is cool. A lot of fruit on it. I really hope they all stay. And on the other side, these are doing good. And I think that this is a yellow squash, and I think that I misplanted. Yeah. I think it's a zucchini. And then these, yeah, those are the squash. So regardless, I got squash growing right there. Butternut squash, I didn't show you this. It's still a mess, but let's see if there's any fruit yet. No, they're just too little. That's okay, you grow. I need to add more support to go up it, make it wider so it can crawl up there. We did it all, that was everything. So 2 months, 8 weeks of garden tours, and there is definitely some serious growth. Did take a little while for things to get started, but now we are at the end of May, and over the next month or two, things are going to be growing so quickly that I might not even be able to keep up with it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today as we walked the garden. We'll see you next time here on Hollow Acres Homestead.